Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading market update. Today is Thursday. It is October 10, exactly 9:04. 9:04 a.m. 9:04 and 15 seconds a.m. Eastern time in the US. All right. This is a new day. Something before. All right, straight. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, before we go to the market, let's check what's happening here. Um, when I was doing my homework yesterday, I noticed something. This market, the bond market here looks, bonds markets, bond markets look like it may have downside acceleration here. The 30 I have already got into this range that spans from June, maybe even May, I believe, but June to July, mid-July. The 30, I mean the 10 has not entered this one yet. There's a breakout that happens here. It got really close today, you know, during the overnight, really close. But the risk here of the downside acceleration is really huge. Now there is some mechanical selling happening that we can see now here. And we also have multiple gaps in this break. One, two, three. Very emotional. Very emotional has a reaction that's happening. Um, this break has filled. I believe this is this the only gap we have on the lower side. Yeah, it is the only gap. But this is what we have here, short covering here. This is long liquidation here, what you're having here. And the same kind of reaction we may have it down here as well. Um, Surprised me how crude is very volatile here. Um, the dollar and gold actually they look like it may like gold can make new highs and dollar can keep rallying higher here. Tomorrow is the start of earnings, the official unofficial start when banks start reporting. And let's check now what the other indices are doing here. Now we were talking about this area here in the Dow, for example. Now remember the Dow is only 30 stocks. That that has a bunch of stops here. This area here, there's a lot of stops here in this area. And yesterday it took that one out. Are we going to have upside continuation? Who knows? Nasdaq has come back, really close to this high. Yeah, it is above the gap, this gap in the upper side, and re-enter this range. Now, this range here, or I believe, is that what? Yeah, this is the range that I call upper range low here, and lower range high is the one over here. Huh? This one and this one. The market is back in here. There was a lot going on in this range below. And a bigger, the trend here is actually bigger, right? Notice how this didn't get back to this one. This one's getting actually further from what was a trend. Maybe if I start doing from here, it will be perfect. Check this out. This is what technicians do all the time. Right? I grab this low here, then this one. Let's see what it gets. No. Never mind. Let's see if there's another one. Well, I don't have much. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that route. Okay. I am keeping this one to see if the market can re-enter or retake this trend. Sometimes you never know, right? Until after the fact, right? When we see some upside, kind of like this, right? This is the trend, and now the next time we know the market can reach this high, and that's why this level here, I have a market here as 50, well, around 85 in the upper side. That's looking the upper side. Let's keep reviewing our bar charts. Now the monthly has fine support right at this level here. Now this is July high. Very you got the idea, right, from this one. Very mechanical low here. Another rally. So far this is a little bit more than 20% year over year. A spectacular year. A spectacular year by any measure. 20%. If the market now, as we've seen, the 6,000 seems feasible now, right? And 6,000 would be if it can reach 6,000, that would be 25% return. That's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable good for any kind of investments you have out there. 25% is really, really amazing. Really amazing. We got gap. Actually, this is not a gap, right? This is just in the weekly. This is a rollover. A rollover. It's a consequence of the rollover process here, but it's not a gap. Again, the weekly has this July high, very visible. That in the week, in the daily, where is that? This 20 is this one. We have the 58. This is very curious here. No, this is only just watching here. This 58. Was taking here, taking so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is the market comes back to that area multiple times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And every time the market comes back to that, it becomes weaker and weaker and weaker. And yesterday we have something out of that. And yesterday was a day, the day that makes trading worth. That's what I would say, because it takes the market, for the market to have a day like yesterday. It took 14 days, 14 days to set up for this training day. Hybrid. I'm calling it a training day, right? Even though we have multiple times here that we have this auction that ended to the downside, right? But I call it training day to the upside. And I will go to that. In just a minute. Right? The daily, very questionable. This is the daily time frame, right? This is very questionable. Feels bought from this one, and then it's bought back again. Very close to this. This day here, very close to hard back. To the center, this right there, right? very, very questionable. Now, actually, we have, yeah, man, yeah, okay. Now, digging deeper into what we are talking, right? We have yesterday's low exactly at halfback, right? One tick from halfback. You can call it value area higher as well. The day previous, halfback here. This was a nice trade actually. This was a nice opportunity. I guess we did. Yeah, I think we have an extreme here, right? And I say nice because you can actually measure risk here, right? You can measure and you have really low risk when the market takes this comes back to this distribution. There's only one tick you risk here, right? It happens, but it happens really fast. It happens really fast. By the time you can see this, the market was probably up here again. That's what I remember. And one day with weakness, indication of weak buying. Another day, same. Another day has no excess in the lower side. It has no excess here. This is a weak day. Another one that is both right from the previous day, basically, right from overnight high and overnight low as well. This day, for example, this overnight has a very prominent point of control and low that matches this one. And you can see what's going on here, right? The buying that's coming here, what kind of buying is happening, and that's why I had this. That's why I had this. Oh, I apologize. I didn't switch audio. You may have a kind of like a raw sound. All right, like that. That should be better. Where I was. Oh, I have the overnights here just to show what is holding. First, holding the rally. We have overnight here, not much. We have very prominent overnight here. It was short, kind of like a little bit longer actually. The market ignored that, went in the direction of the overnight inventory. This is very short. This is almost 100% short, and this has the fuel, right? The fuel for a rally. And the same thing is happening today. We have inventory that is almost 100% short again. Now, we had this thing, this little tiny distribution here, the reference for the next day, overnight distributions here. Closing this is one thing, closing this is another thing for downside continuation. To measure, right? How to monitor the market. We have that. Today, what I'm carrying from yesterday is this low here. Really, I'm carrying this low here. Because this is a pullback. If the market remains above this low here and keeps building value above, inside or above this is the market holding, holding inventory here from yesterday also, and then this is there are so many things too. This is something that was really nice yesterday. At the time when this happened, when we have this when the market open, the market was back and forth. It has a breakout here. I guess I was here in the stream just during AP, back and forth here, right? We have short inventory. Something that got my attention right away from the opening, right from there, was this. My bad. How high volume was relative to the past 10 days, because this chart has only 10 days. First higher than yesterday, than the previous day, I mean, and way higher than the other one. So this is really, really noticeable here. So yesterday had volume. Now the next thing is, will it have direction? Up to this point, I didn't know. I have no idea here, right? No idea what the direction of the market here. And suddenly it just breaks out of this range. My bad, breaks out of this range here. Then I have another one here, and one high here, another high here. The all-time high was, I believe, up here. The overnight all-time high was a little bit higher as well. Everything back, until you have this, and here. Well, here is when buying start. This laggards start to buy here. Traders they were watching the market going higher here. Oh, I'm not sure. It may come back. I'm not convinced. Finally, when it goes up here, okay, I know now that the market is going higher. And this one actually is the end of the movement. And then laggards start to come, and you have back and forth here. You have rebalancing on inventory, you have distribution. If you have, we were talking about this, right? If you have a position, if you have a long, you actually start to sell when the market is going high. When the market is having buyers willing to take your position, to take your trade. That's a different mindset you have there. And I don't have. It would have been really nice to play this replay of this day. It's a really nice day to watch here. How it happens. How you start to see that the market has direction, right? And you start to also feel. You never know 100%. You are never sure 100% that this is going to be it, right? This is it. Never know. There's always risk here. The lower side, as I say, I am watching this low. This is an important reference to me here, the late pullback low. And the closing of this distribution, followed by the closing of the lower distribution and the last one down here. Very emotional day yesterday. Now we have an all-time high. We have a spike to the upside, but the market closed right at the base of the spike with a last a little bit inside value area, which is the same below the spike. Right now, today we have spike to the downside after CPI. We have a fake. First it comes lower here, then it goes higher, takes some of the shorts out, and then comes back again. And look at this is very interesting here in the upper side, right? This is very, very, very interesting. This is the previous all-time high. This one here, right? This one is, I have 27 here. Is this 27? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, 27 is this one here. Notice where this little gap is, not little gap, little distribution is. Right? This is a little distribution here in the lower side. Very interesting. I have, again, I really don't have anything here for today, okay? I really don't. Market's opening, it is supposed to open very close to the center of yesterday's range. The closer the market opens to the center of the range, the higher the odds of chop. Odds of rotation are also increased. I actually have 6 minutes here. New replay yesterday. Let's do it 9:25 a.m. Try this again. I mean, if you wanna watch this or you wanna watch the market, it's really up to you. Okay. Look at the lows here. This high is very questionable here. I'm going to mark the previous highs, right? You got this high here. Look at how many highs do we have really close to this. 3 highs here. What do you have above highs? You know, right? The same thing that we have 1, 2, 3 here. We got the 1, 2, 3 up here, right? And of course the overnight here, just above this one here. Very questionable, but still watching this volume here, I still don't have direction here, right? I just have odds, increased odds of upside. That high is not good. I didn't like that high. I don't like the low there. Low is exactly half back there. The market's back and forth from previous day high. You can see it happening, right? You can see it happening here. Back and forth. Look at that volume we have there, 10,000 there. And you will see some interesting phenomena here. Do you see? You saw how much volume they had to the downside? 1400 here. Really, this is something actually to the downside. Or it was. Still, previous period held back. And the same kind of buy. Look at where it came from. Alright? And this one, this low, actually came from the daily holdback. This one here, this one here. Emotion. Look at how it dries at the upper side. But no, it's not a good high. The potential is to the upside. Value is higher. We already have 3 periods there and value higher. Still have a couple minutes to the opening. Value higher. Look at that. Right? And the odds that all-time high is going to be taking are really high. Really high. You can feel it, you know. You can see it also. 10,000 here, 10,000. Look at this. Negative here. No? There's tremendous pressure here to the downside. Significant. Look at these blocks here, right? This is profits taking here. if it's not profit, but can you see how much this comes here, comes here, keeps coming here, you know? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 distributions right there. And this is 30 times faster. 30 times faster here. And here, again, another one, you know, big number here, negative here, right? The pressure remains, you know, you just can't see, can see it and feel it here. And after these periods, you will start to see how laggards, you know, which is the last part, you know, this side also start to fills up here. And you start to see, you know, the laggards coming to the market. All right, I'm going to pause this. Market is going to open. I may come back to that. Notice what happened here. Notice what happened with this high here, this distribution here. This one has been closed. Okay? This one has been closed. That's not a good, I mean, not a good sign for the shorts. From my point of view, of course. I'm not one of those traders that you will see trading from the opening, right? Sometimes it's worth. And look at the difference of volume we have here. Where the market opened yesterday, really huge volume relative to the last, as I said, to the last 10 days, and maybe even more. Open at 250, really high. This one looks like the end of the month. Okay, it really did. 300k, 250k at the opening is huge, and now this is the lowest we have here now. 76 here, the lowest, really low. For this is really low. Believe me, this is a really low ball. What's happening here? Oh, this is Nasdaq. Nasdaq closed the upper distributions. I mean, it didn't. It was closed already. Very questionable though. You have two distributions here. This one and this one. This one, the overnight didn't come inside as the ES, for example. But I don't trade Nasdaq. Wow, look at that, man. Look at that. This is so fucking cracked. Shows have been crushed here. Now, I don't trade the market based on the other one. But if you're going to trade this one, you know, the same thing that I do here, we do here, you should do for this one as well. Okay, you should check your monthly, weekly, daily, intraday, 5, 30. You know, I have there just for reference to see what the market, you know, because when markets are in sync, you know, they have more potential than when they are not in sync. Okay, let me check how bonds are doing. Bonds are to the downside. Really to the downside here. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous here situation. How much is the BIX? The BIX is, look at that, man. Is this, am I wrong? BIX is 21. Fuck. fuck that, 21. I mean, the market's making all-time highs, and the VIX is 21. Can you believe it? These hedge funds are not buying. I'm not buying these all-time highs. You know, they are not buying this shit. They are very, very well hedged here, and the uncertainty is huge here. 21. That's unbelievable. Now, we have one reference in the overnight, which is this, which has been closed, right? Which puts in risk all this inventory we have in the upper side, or the spike. It risks that. And the other thing is the market opening inside the spike. It opening inside spike, which is a neutral response to lower prices. It's not accepting, not rejecting right away. The next thing, the market hasn't taken the late pullback low, as we saw here, right? No, which keeps the market higher. And this reference here that I have here, this is why I have that as end of the month. Yeah, that was saying, I believe that's this, which one it is? This is the end of the month. Crazy action also during that day. Now, this low is very questionable. This high is very questionable as well. The market's at the center of the range, the market's inside balance, the market's inside value. So this can be in any direction here. What's the current business here? The overnight? It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the overnight is the current business here. I am just impressed by how high the VIX is. Really, man. Look at this. 21. That's how high the VIX is. And that, bigger VIX also gives you wider ranges. Having a VIX around the 20%, that is I think that's about 1%, 1% range. How much that will be? 1%. Is that $50? I mean, 50 points? 60, something like that, range. 1.5, right? Haven't seen. All right. Man, this window trader has so many things, man. So many things. I don't like this day. This is the last part of yesterday's day. Notice how they start coming, how the buying start coming from hard back, right? and you see what happened. Now kind of go hard back a little bit more, right? But it came exactly to the tick from hard back. Downside, continuation. The first thing we have the market has taken the late pullback low. Next thing, closing the distributions. 58.30. Now, this is buy the dip here. First buying from hard back and then as close as possible to previous period low. Notice where this selling will come from. Can you see that? This is the late stage of the rally here. Of the yesterday's rally here. Some rebalancing is happening here. Now suddenly you just have too much pressure here. And everybody's selling here, taking profits, and this is when the market will actually start to feel the pressure here. Can you see this? Can you imagine what can happen here? Just describe to yourself what can be happening here, right? What's happening? What can be happening here? Now, we have POC here. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white POC. Now it went from a trending day to a rotational day. That's what you have to be, or we have to be able to notice at this moment in time, right? This is a rotational day now. I'm talking about yesterday, not today. Yesterday. Rotational day yesterday. Today we have value kind of overlapping low, right? The value, now let's see if this value gets out of yesterday's range or it comes back inside, it goes higher. Which one is going to be that? To know that, we need to give the market time. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4 distributions in the replay from yesterday, right? This high, I wouldn't have been short here, for example, right? Boom. And did you see that, how fast this happens? Where is hardback? Here. It closed this distribution, right? We have this little one here. 1, 2, 3, really nice area also to see. Risk, how much are we risking here? 2 ticks, that's it. You are risking 2 ticks, nothing else. If it keeps going below this or even get closer to this low, that's it. That was it. And why take long here? Okay? But it is really hard for people to understand this thing here based on what is happening here and what we have here as well. The day is to the upside. There's no reason to short here. So why you want to short a market that's making all-time highs? The tone is to the upside. All right. When you transition from a trading that is going against what the market is doing, because the market is going higher, or I'm going to short. The market is breaking, or I'm going to go long. Why? Just because, right? Or because the market is too high, or market is too low. I want to catch the low. I want to catch the high. can you have wins? Yes, you can win that. But over a long term, over a long period of time, that's you want to evaluate. You know, you want to evaluate your performance over a long period of time. If not, we better start thinking what kind of bias we may be having. This can be the random reward effect bias is happening. Right? Just check about that bias. And now look at these highs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. What do we have above here, right? Traders are selling the rallies here. Every time they sell the rally, they have less and less. Now this is not good on the lower side, not good on the upper side. Right? So if I got something here, this is probably an out here. It actually come below this. By the time it makes this L reaches this K, that's an out. That's an out. The market after that takes this high, makes a new high, but that's the mindset is what I am trying to highlight here, right? Building the mindset, a market-oriented mindset, and also you have to look into yourself, inside yourself, to see what kind of biases you have, or we have, what kind of traumas, what kind of personality we have that can be having an impact in the way how we see markets. Yep, that's it. That was the replay. This is the one I wanted to show, right? The pullback here, the trending day. At the end, it was a hybrid day. We have trending to begin the day, and it closes as a rotational day. Now opening inside previous range, also, increases the also rotation. Very emotional day, What is the shape, for example? What kind of shape do we have here? It looks like a short covering, right? Nasdaq hasn't closed this distribution on the lower side, hasn't closed the upper distribution. So what's that? Is that a short? Is that a long? Right around half back. I don't actually have much to say here. The main nuance, I think that VIX at 21 or higher than 20 speaks volume of this market. Really does. Really does. Let's check some options here. This is previous all-time high. This is also POC. It's overnight held back. As close as distributions here. There's a lot of things. A lot of things that I can watch to the upside. Overnight inventory is also very short. The market is very much ignoring that so far. And the low. Here it comes the first test of the low. Let's see if the market can close this distribution here. How much volume? Man, this is going to be really low relative to yesterday. I think this may be like 25% lower than yesterday. The thing about this market, you know, how many days you had to be here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days, right? There's almost 3 weeks worth of trading, you know, to have a day like this one. This is the trade. This is the trade, right? You start to see something happening here, you know, with that little thing that we have seen somewhere in here. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember talking about this after we have seen the talk war happening, right? Defending, you know, you just look how many times the market is, it's not that, it's this one, how many times the market is bought around it. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? Around this area here. Why do we have this shadow area here, and why do we have this shadow area here? What this part of the market is or represents, what day is this one, what do we have here, coming all the way up to here, you know, this distribution, this overnight here, and next is another one here, and of course the one that started everything here, you know. That's the job. That's the job of trading. Now this division has been closed now. Really, and now check where this market is. Notice that I am not talking today. I am not talking about these distributions in the same way as we talk about this distribution this day. It's not this is one thing, and this is another thing. This is emotions running high, and this is kind of like 2 days in one. Different, right? But why? You say this, you say that, you know, that this is what James says, right? You know, trading is not a science. Trading is an art, right? And you start to learn, once you start to catch the difference between these distributions and the one that we, the one that we have here. It was here? Yeah, the one that we have here. Because this also has 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and this has 1, 2, 3 as well. Why I watch this day different than the other, than this one here, right? Than this one. Those are the subtleties that you got to learn when trading, and it requires time. You know, first there will be, and this is the thing, you need somebody there. You need somebody there that guides you, because what normally happens is you make your plan, you read the market, you make your homework, and the first thing that happens when the market opens, what it is, you have already been long, short, like 10 times here in this in less than 30 minutes. Why? Because you don't have the understanding yet. You have not built the passions. Probably you don't know about yourself. You don't know much about yourself as you think you do. Right? So there's a lot of things that are just running underneath the frontal cortex that are controlling your behavior. Right? Consciously, we cannot do things all 100% of the time. This is just few times a day that we are under control. What we want to do is to build the habits, right? To hone our intuition. But to do that, we have to provide the right data. Repetition, practice doesn't make perfect. Repetition, practice makes it permanent. If I keep feeding my brain, right, the automatic part, right, my instincts, with wrong information, I keep feeding the wrong data, I will make it just better. That's what happens to most traders. In my experience, the hardest part in this business is to get. You actually cannot get rid the whole habits, but it's very important. It is very important to get rid, to unlearn, no, to unlearn what we have learned before. Moving averages, macadacas, macadamias, or macandillas, or whatever. I don't know even what's the name of that shit. There's a lot of things, Bollinger Bands, MSIs, stuff like that, right? You want to forget about all that crap. Unlearn what we know, what we have learned. Start from scratch, basically, and it's very hard to acknowledge, to recognize that that we were doing things the wrong way, because it has took us years to learn that. How am I going to get rid of this? Right? It has took me 4, 5, 7, 8 years to do this. Just think about this. Are you consistent? Are you profitable? Don't answer that to me. Just be honest with yourself. If the answer is yes, just keep doing it. If the answer is not, I think it's time to reconsider what you're doing, right? To take a different approach. All right. I think, this is what I think was what I am watching now. This is a repetition of yesterday's. Not yesterday, my bad. From this, of this day. Okay, there's a lot of supply here for this market to keep going higher here, to make new highs. I think to me something very feasible now is the 6,000 here. This one here. It just looks so close, man. Doesn't mean it has to reach it today, but it's just so close, my friend. It is just so close. Something that seemed really unprobabilistic. Low, just a couple months, maybe 6 months ago. This is where the market was yesterday and where it seems it's going to be today. How much is this? Can you see right now? This would be 50%, around 50%. This could be maybe 45% lower. Really high, really low. How much you have yesterday? 573, 360. Maybe 40%, something, 45%, something like that. Look at where the high is, where the low is. Rotational day here. Remember, but this is one thing you just have to jump in here. Right? You have to jump into this trade. One opportunity here, and that's it. That's it. But switching this is easy. It is easy to talk about this, right? Once the market has printed, once we have printed charts, oh boy, I'm going to make tons of money, right? I'm going to make tons of money. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell you an indicator. I'm going to sell you a course. You're going to sign with me, and you are going to learn how to buy here and how to sell here. This market is nice. You know that you have to buy here and sell up here. Really nice. But that's just well, I do not want to talk about that. I don't want to get into that. But that's just crap, man. It's bullshit. This is one of the hardest business ever. They're trying to sell this market hard, no? Oh. What about this 5840? How much are those 5840? Oh, 87. What the hell? 87? No way. How much? 97? Thursday. Oh, 58, 46. What is it? I said 100? What the heck? I don't know. I don't have anything here. I got open also the 5815. That I opened these ones before CPI. So when I was interested in watching this one here, it was the close. Oh, this closing the distribution here. That is what I was watching. Remember, closing the distribution here push the opposite side of this distribution as a potential destination trade. $58.40, which is settled here. And why that? Because of this very prominent pair distribution here. The market is to the upside. We have inside value. This is inside. Can you see? Slightly lower, mostly inside. And overnight inventory is very short, 100% short actually. But we have this spike. Alright, I'm going to, what do I do here? I'm going to put this one up here and this one down here. If I do anything with these things, I'll let you know. Very treacherous market. To me, that high, that big, unbelievable high, man. That's just unbelievable high. Hey, España, ¿cómo están? Well, my best friends from my childhood is in Spain. Alright, guys. What I'm going to do now, I know it's really short. I don't have much here, really. If you wanna, if you wanna join this Discord, sometimes if I see anything and I have time, if I have time, I post here sometimes. Just where it is, where it is. Oh, this is the invitation links. I'm going to put it here. On the chat. No, I don't promise anything. Just feel free to join. I don't sell anything. I'm thinking to do something, but I don't have anything yet. All right, now look at that high. Look at that high there. Look at the daily high. Now value is inside value. We have it is early in the day. We have only two periods here. But look at that high, man. That high is very questionable there. The low is not better though. I don't have anything really. You know what? I'm going to let some I may go. I don't see here. I don't do something here. So what do you have? What kind of market do you have? Do you have a rotational market? Do you have a trending market? Do you have a market to the upside? Do you have a market to the downside? Why you want to go long? Why do you want to go short? We have an inside day. We have a perfect inside day. We have an inside day relative to yesterday. We have B inside A. We have value inside value. We have perfect balance. That high here, the one that we have AB high, very low. I mean, no, I don't say I'm not gonna say very low, but that has low also being a daily high. That has good also that high is going to be taken. All right, high please, high's been taken. Nasdaq has closed the overnight distributions there. No, look at that drop, man. It dropped from 15 here to how much? To 15 points. Now this one drops from 30, dropped from like 4 points. Oh man, you got selling there, huh? There's somebody that want to take this my position. Okay, I'm gonna sell into that. But it is you know when you sell there, the market is going higher, right? But you realize, okay, come on, I cannot sell this much, right? I cannot sell this much. Maybe I'm going to going half, half. Yeah, because if it's too much, I can actually break the market. I don't want to do that because I still have positions to sell. I want to sell as high as possible. Oh, well. Those 50, and that's why I have this open. I had that 5840 calls. I was checking. God, man, they were actually 6.5, something like that, and they went all the way. They went all the way up to 8, almost 9. Now they're back to 650. Right? So that's the thing, right? When you identify something, we were talking about balance, inside balance. So they also having a rotational day are increased. That increases the also having a rotational day. So if I have a profit, by any chance I have a trade, I have a profit, I have identified my risk, trade start to work for me, take the profits, move my stops, tighten my stops. If market moves against me, I'm not going to keep that thing. I'm going to take my losses, right? Because this is not about hope. Trading is not about hope, or it's not about wishful thinking. No, trading is about watching and what the market is doing. But don't get trapped. The counterpart of this is it can lead. If you think like if you don't have a proper market understanding, that can lead you to follow price, which is actually something that I just thought, right, that we want to walk away, because that's mono-dimensional trading, watching just price. Of course, there's a lot of people that believe that price includes everything, right? Everything is included in price already, has been included. All right, guys. As I say, don't see. I am still, I am still looking to the upside. To be honest, I'm still looking to the upside, but I don't see any opportunity. And this in the fact I am looking to the upside doesn't mean I am going to be long, right? Why I'm looking to the upside? Because I see the trend. I've seen the trend. This is going higher. Monthly is going higher. Weekly is seems it's very unlikely this is going to take previous week low, because it's way above previous week bar high, right? Not way above, but it's higher, way above the low. The daily is also trending higher, and the current intraday auction is to the upside. So that's why I'm looking to the upside. I'm looking and watching the upside. What do we have in the lower side? We have the distributions closed. One has been closed, which puts the opposite side as a reference. Then we have another one. We have this inventory, this overnight, that has this very weak base for anything out there. We have a questionable low here. Another very prominent overnight POC. Another questionable low coming from this halfback, coming from, the lower of this. How many times have been this market bought here, right? This is an area that I'm just watching here. I think this is an area I want to carry on, the 57.60, around that area, which is a little bit high. If this one is taken, I don't think that this one is going to hold, man. This is there's a lot of supply here. I don't think so. But currently, that's the panoramic view of what I am seeing here, right? Current. So once I have that, I start zooming, right, to the level I trade, right? But I don't miss perspective. Okay. Now, I also have this on the side. This is just too much. I rather prefer to forget that it's there than to be watching it all the time. It's very distracting. Look at what you have here. Volume here is taking. Volume here, start building value. Okay, we're going higher now. It's taken. Volume here, it's taken. You have volume. Oh, this is removed. You have something here. Oh, okay, it's taken. Something here. It's taken. And that's why I want to do something here. Let the market settle. Let the market, give the market time. Sometimes there will be something really early in the morning. I think that was the case yesterday. The market needed just a couple of periods to show its hand, what may happen, because we were observing also what happened the previous 15 days, the previous 3 weeks, right? And kind of like you start to having that feeling. Once that has been developed, what's next? What's the next trade? I got no freaking idea. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking about this. If I see anything, will express my thoughts and let you know. But the goal is that you build your own mindset. You refine it. And there is no, unfortunately, there is no other way to do it by practicing. I can be there telling you, right? I say, do this, do that, but you will not get better. You need to figure out yourself. What I can do is give you some guidelines to watch, to observe what things are worth to observe, what are nuances for each day, for each market, and each market has its own. You know? Describe what happened. Everybody can describe what happened, one way or the other. Also, but that's a good start, and start taking notes as well. Why take notes? Because it is a way to internalize information. It's a practical way to internalize our information, and also keeping records helps to evaluate, to have an assessment of how much you have improved. The goal here is to be better than ourselves, better than yourself, better how you were yesterday. That's the thing, one little bit at a time. That's why I don't like, or to be honest, I don't like anybody when people post profits, because that's the easy thing to do, right? And that's not the main thing. The main thing is everybody can deal with wins, but the main thing are losses. Okay, post me. Post a loss there, and why you have that loss, and what you are going to do to improve that, to get better. Right? Why you cut this? Why you cut loss? Why you had to let the market run against you? For example, what was the reasoning to take? What was the risk? What you have seen? What was the reason to take a trade? What do you think the market needed to do in order to keep your trade or to consider your trade a successful trade? Why you cut your wins even though you saw the market going higher? Was the market losing steam? Was the market losing confidence? What was happening? Because that can be a really good decision also. It's not matter of profits. This business is not about that. Focus on the process, and get rid of anything that can show you P&Ls. Just get rid of that. For example, I don't even see, once I have a position here, I just want to see this. I want to see not this, but this. Okay, open P&Ls, that's off. I don't want to see that. I don't care about that. What I want to see is also, I guess that I have no other choice here. It tells me what price is here, and I want to have a position here. And why I want to see this, because sometimes I don't realize when I have this, I don't realize I had a position there already. Or I may have closed it and I think, oh boy, what happened? I didn't close it, it's still there. What? It happens, believe it. Right? And this is the part when you get familiar with your trading platform as well. And there's a lot of things, and this is a long journey. You got to be focused on the process. The money will take care of it by itself. Alright guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. As I say, if I have anything, I'll let you know. Right? I may even come back to do another stream Alright, see you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye bye.